What an evening it has been so far. The energy is still coursing through me. A little bit earlier tonight, I was on Six Scale Mafia with brothers cousins, and we were just having a big old Back to the Future orgy. I'm still wiping the love off my eye because it was. I mean, this is. I don't even know where to begin. Oh, you know what? I'll begin by addressing the chat because we have a lot to talk about, folks. This is shit's getting serious now. I've been trying to teach you kids, been trying to tell you things are starting to heat up, but we keep procrastinating, we keep dragging our feet. It's real now. Let's check in. Let's start the clock from midnight. Midnight. Boom. Ooh, no location and time. Shame. Steve Lee knows how to do it. 9 p.m. Auckland, New Zealand. A midnight run I can join. What's up, Danoby and everybody? Well, Steve, thank you so much for taking the time. There we go. Report in from New York sector, captains. You are on the East Coast. That's easy to figure out. 3 in the morning. It's worth staying up for this, I would think. 9 in the morning in Belgium. Good morning, everyone. Ecto-1701. And of course, for those of you out there, the Ghostbusters Proton Packs have started to ship out to the international folks. So you kids out there on the other side of the world that are out there busting ghosts, I'm jealous. I don't have my Proton Pack yet. Charlotte, North Carolina, 3 in the morning. Hello, Eric. Hello. Christian, you're excused for not checking in properly at location and time because your family. Here we go. Oh, here we go. The Debbie Downer of the gang. The Hey DeLorean. I can bring this live stream in warm or I can bring it cold. Either way, I will hate tonight. I mean, clearly he's referring to Andor or the Jedi Adventures or something Star Wars schlocky. Smoke him if you got him. 3 in the morning in Indiana. Here we go. Great Scott, that's 9 kilograms of goodness to handle. 9 kilograms to us U.S. folks. It's about 13 pounds. 13 pounds. Pop Moses film. Hello, Danoby. Midnight over here in Long Beach, California. Let's bring it on. Let's bring on that DeLorean. Pop Moses film. I'm assuming that you're standing over at the docks waiting to help the boys unload the DeLoreans for us. I'm assuming that's why you're checking in from Long Beach, right? Ganesh Paramanatha. Hello, Danoby. Checking in Melbourne, Australia, 7 p.m. Are we excited? To say the least. Braden, who let you out of there? When were you locked in your bedroom? What's going on here? Braden, Danoby checking in. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. 4 p.m. Singapore. Miles Morales. Here we go. James, where are you from? James Humphrey checking in. Location and time. It's a midnight run. We're running. Theodore PT checking in from 10:02 a.m. Greece. Hello. Hello from Anna Slime, California. Is that real? Is there a place called? Oh, dummy. Anaheim. You're trying to be cute. I should deduct points for that pun there, but I'm in a good mood. Aztec, you caught me in a good mood. United Kingdom. There you go. Very good. Dorsey, 2 in the morning in Texas. There you go. 7 p.m. Junkertown. Braden, he knows the rules. No Fear, Arizona. Thank goodness I don't have all these new releases on pre-order. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. The DeLorean Mark II is inbound and it's not going to be so, it's not going to be pretty. Tough choices are going to have to be made. Johnny checking in from San Antonio. What time? Oh, that's right. It's 2 in the morning in Texas. Yeah, I know that. There you go. 11 a.m. UAE, United Arabic Emirates, right? 3 in the morning from Toronto. Hello, Pritbachu. 9 in the morning in Sweden. Hello, Jürgen Luden. North Carolina, 3 in the morning. Very cool. Man, everybody's checking in here, huh? You guys are excited, huh? You're feeling the love, aren't you? You guys feeling the love? I am. Oh, yeah. It's inbound. You guys are finally going to be able to enjoy the harmony and the bliss of owning a Mark II DeLorean. It's going to be glorious. The free shirt is on, must be for special occasion. Oh, you're not referring to this old frock I found. I mean, I was using it to clean the bathroom. I figured, I was caught off guard. I can put this on here. Why not? Morning and Marin Bob Darcy, 1 in the morning. Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Canada. Hello. Nightmare After Christmas this year. Happy DeLorean Day, Danoby. 7 p.m. in Sydney, Australia. Hola, hola, hola. Danoby2 Hot San Pedro. Cobra's Collection checking in. Collector checking in. 304 Planet Earth. And are we done? Here we go. Late Bloomer. 1205 Inland, California. Thank you for joining in. Ash Chase, all the way from Australia. 6:05 p.m. Harvey Bay. There you go. Bessie Art, Vegas, baby. What's up, dude? Insane one, brother. Man, everybody, you guys are just. How are you guys feeling out there, huh? You guys are scared, aren't you? You guys are scared. I would. I absolutely would. Let's not forget the DeLorean Mark II. It's $825 on Sideshow. You're going to come to a crossroad. You guys going to want that Joker? Or are you going to want a Back to the Future DeLorean? Most collectors won't be able to get both. It's going to be painful. And don't give me any of that shit about, oh, we're just gonna wait for tax season. I've been hearing that that slogan. Tax season is not going to save everything. Most of us already have an onslaught of pre-orders backed up. So it's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough. Not only do we have pre-orders coming in, but for most of us, most veteran collectors like us, we don't have a place to display it because Module Case can't get their shit straight, playing pool and buying T800 robots to build the Module Cases. Man, get me started. This is not a Module Case live stream. This is a celebration, a joyous occasion, because we got a phenomenal tease. We got this bad boy. Look at that. Just look at that. Anthony, 6 Scale Mafia, gave me a call and he sent me the photo. He just called me. And then the DM started coming in. And I was running to my phone. I was in the middle of the game. And I shit you not, I thought, oh, the N1 Starfighter. Because I figured it was a big ticket item. Excuse me. Typically, when I get a bunch of DMs and a phone call, I'm like, oh, it's something big. It's a big ticket item, a big release or something extravagant. So I'm like, oh, cool. Cracking my knuckles. The N1 Starfighter. It's finally here. I did not expect this. I did not expect. And he was talking to me. He was telling me all this stuff. And my eyes quickly scanned the photo. And I blew my load because I saw that they fixed 2 things. Like, I was happy with the prototype, but the fact that they went above and beyond and they fixed the wheels. I mean, folks, they fixed the wheels. This was the number one bullshit excuse for most collectors. Yeah, I'm not getting it. They're not, the wheels, the wheels aren't accurate. They're not accurate. That was the ongoing. I don't even know if it was a tap out excuse. It was just a bullshit excuse. Just because it didn't look good, right? It just did not look good from the prototype to like, what is this? This is the masterpiece. Like, damn. Not only did they fix the height of the wheels, but they fixed the bleeding of the light. So let's go back, right? Let's go back in time, right? Let's jog your memory, kid. Here we go. Look at this. So this was the proto. This was the I'll put it. This is probably a better one right here. So the Mark II DeLorean went into pre-order February 15 of this year, folks, 2022. They are giving us, they're delivering a big ticket item in less than 12 months. It's a cause for celebration, but it also welcomes concern. Because I remember, right? I remember the live streams we had, right? I remember the live streams where a lot of us were like, if show up in 2 years, I'll get it in 2 years, right? That was the yank excuse. I didn't think realistically, and I don't remember what I said. I definitely did not say this thing was not going to show up in 2 years. I probably said it would show up just a little over a year because the math was not at that point in the year at 130 something pre-orders. I go, at one point or another, there's going to be like the floodgates are going to open up. You can't continue this business model and not have like a deluge of pre-order drops, which is what we've been experiencing the last 60 days, right? Now everybody is freaking out and it's not even a storm anymore. It's more of a rapture because people are selling their shit. They're like, I'm done. I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out. I'm done. Right? The rapture. They're just, you're friends with them on Facebook. And then when you check on them the following day, they're gone. They're poof, disappeared. This is a Christmas miracle in itself, the fact that they're able to deliver this in January. So for most of you folks that are joining in on the midnight run, it was just announced on Hot Toys Secret Base, which in itself is an historical achievement because Hot Toys has never given us a date of release on anything. Never. I told you this version of Hot Toys, I don't recognize it. It's pretty aggressive. This is like a variant aggressive strain of Hot Toys 2.0. I just they're just doing things just very differently. So going back to the prototype photos, and I told everybody, I go, look, the wheels look like shit, right? This is the prototype model that I saw, right? And San Diego Comic in person. I saw back in 2016, 2017, because I was there. I visit San Diego Comic Con every year. I have so for the last 13 years.
I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago.
So it was odd that the Mark II DeLorean just popped out of nowhere in pre-order, right? Then on the other side of the fence, you had that Jazz Inc., right? Crying because someone stole his ball from the playground. He was playing with it. He's like, I'm gonna make the DeLorean. I'm gonna make the DeLorean. I'm gonna make it. And Howard Chan is, from his 134th floor is like, no, I don't think so, Jazz Inc. We Hot Toys, we will take care of it. And then what did he do? He posted another video stomping his feet because someone stole his milkshake. This, again, from pre-order to R&D. I mean, Jesus Christ, if it's not a kick in the balls, they even like dressed up the box. I mean, even the box is dressed up on here, folks. Let me join back in on that. Here we go. What do we what is this? What is this shit here? What is this? Danoby, I want my 10 points for calling it. Hot Toys won't put up the N1 for pre-order. Based on what? They dug this thing out of the grave. What makes you think the N1 Starfighter is out of the race, my good sir? I think you owe me 10 points. uh, yes, remember the 3rd of January when the DeLorean gets delivered. All right, so it hasn't been officially been released. What Hot Toys has done is that they've made an announcement, and I'll bring this up. So they stop share screen here, share screen. What they did is go to Hot Toy Secret Base. Okay, so what they did is that they made a Facebook post, right? See right there in Chinese, Mandarin, and they're giving everybody the option of how to pick up your DeLorean. Again, nothing here makes sense. We got a pre-order February 15th, a big ticket item, large, big, huge, humongous thing. Prototype that was dug out from the Hot Toys archives, right? It was probably put right next to the Ark of the Covenant and the Rhino and other prototypes, right? They dug this thing up because Jazz Inc., farted in the wind that he wanted to make it, and Hot Toys says, "No, we got this." Hot Toys says, "Hold, hold my beer, we got this." So they're given a specific timeline on when you can pick up. You can walk to the secret base, and you can walk out like a big kid with your giant DeLorean, saying, "Nah, nah, nah, boo, boo, I got my DeLorean, you don't." That's bonkers, folks. That's bonkers. Let's break this down here. What I did do is I did what Anthony did. He broke it down. I think he translated it, which is what I did. I think I just used Google right here, and you can kind of see, right? So on his stream, and what I was able to hypothesize is that they're giving everybody up until January the 3rd to make your decisions. From now until January the 3rd, customers have ordered the Hot Toys Back to the Future to DeLorean Time Machine 160 can go to Secret Base for free delivery and pick it up. So we have a date when the kids in Hong Kong can go out and pick up their DeLorean. Sideshow has entered this unholy alliance with Hot Toys on these same-day deliveries, right? That's why Toys Wonderland, everything is discounted and so forth, and why the pre-orders for InArts haven't closed since they've opened up. And they're really just being more aggressive, taking care of the customers, reaching out and so forth. We have a date, January the 3rd, which I think I looked on my phone, which is 8 days from today, which is a Wednesday. So within 8 days, there's probably a high probability that we in the US, who probably day one, as I day one pre-ordered the DeLorean, I ran to my keyboard like, oh, day one, I day one my pre-order. Back to the Future, there's certain things that get automatically filled in. But I day one pre-ordered. So there's a good probability that in less than 2 weeks, I'm going to have a DeLorean, a Mark II hover converted DeLorean. It's awesome, folks. It's going to be freaking awesome. Oh, hello, Andre. Morning, London check-in. The new Hot Toys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My 15-year-old self would have literally cried if I got this. Back to the Future was my number one childhood. You and mine's too, Magdalene. This is a Christmas miracle unto itself. The fact that we're getting not even inside and intel. It's just like it's just the fact that, hey, it's inbound, and if you want this, do so. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of scare tactics here, right? But if I don't, and the DeLorean sells out, it's going to be on you. This post happened just probably 4 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Most of the East Coast hot toy collectors aren't aware of this. of this little Christmas miracle, right? And international folks watching me and Pacific and so forth. I know Big Brother's cousin, he's East Coast and he was just happened to be up. But for the most part, the world's going to know about this achievement from Hot Toys in about 24 hours. And what tends to happen is that it's usually the trigger, right? Especially that when they see that the the Mark II DeLorean is inbound. Not only is it inbound, it's better than the prototype and then some. They went above and beyond. Talk about value increased just in itself, where everybody was kind of throwing like the whole bullshit and the wheels and so forth. And but they fixed it and they fixed the lightweights. And I'm telling you, from what I can tell, they did a bang up job on this. This is some incredible stuff here. Yeah. I mean, you can see that there's no light bleed. It has like the stainless steel panel on top, just like the movie. The hover struts look theatrically accurate. They got the wheels leveled right. I mean, everything. This is just from one photo. I don't even know what the dashboard looks like. Because remember, the prototype photos showed us an illuminated dashboard. For those of you who are not aware, the Mark I DeLorean from Hot Toys, the dashboard does not light up. This one does. This also has the exhaust thrusters that light up. This is going to be a really, I mean, and this is not a reissue. This is again, this is a new vehicle, right? Yeah, they're using existing parts from the Mark I, but this is a brand new vehicle on in itself. The engineering that's probably involved in getting those wheels to convert back and forth. Mr. Fusion, the hover thrusters, the illuminated dashboard, completely two separate entities from the Mark I to the Mark II. It's Back to the Future fans out there. This is definitely a time for celebration. It really, really is. Do Monica says free shipping to Hong Kong right to our doorstep. Damn, they're kicking it for you guys. What is this? I'm Legends. The people who well, it's nobody important. Let's just put it that way. Johnny, do you think Mr. Fusion will be removable? No, because having Mr. Fusion to be removed will require more not R&D. It would require more labor and more materials. Underneath Mr. Fusion, it's a whole bunch of pipes and tubings and in a nuclear reactor, right? It isn't just like a sticker underneath there, like it's a whole set underneath Mr. Fusion. So they're not going to give you a plutonium chamber. It's not needed. This is the Mark II. This is the hover converted. This vehicle is designed really for displayed in flight mode. It's really how it should be. Now, I'm assuming the wheels are going to be able to retract and you're going to be able to lay it on the surface, but that's not the purpose of a Mark II hover converted DeLorean. Well, I mean, I took out, look, imagine I already took out mine. I'm going to have to start reconverting it, you know? There's mine right there. I'm going to have to start I pulled it out and I'm like, well, it looks like the Mark, it's, you know, my hover converted with my 3D parts. It's going to have to go back to the Mark I because it looks like I'm going to be getting a Mark II in about 8 days or so, if my calculations are correct. Bob Moses says, this looks glorious. Mark II is a must-try. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This sheds a light on Sideshow's focus on clearing the warehouse, early big boxes inbound. Yes, that was something that I thought about too. All the BOGO discounts, which again, with the BOGO discounts, I did say with the BOGO discounts, I go, like, those discounts, don't expect those discounts to continue after December 31st. They're being aggressive. They're clearing out a lot of the tchotchkes and the schlock that's been probably jam-packed in the warehouses. So, yeah, this is important. This is I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing like a number, 1,000 DeLoreans with a box this size. That's going to eat up a giant chunk of the warehouse. Sure is. So, yeah, it would be important that if this thing is inbound, they start sending out those invoices and so forth. Now, Sideshow typically gives us a week's notice. I haven't checked my inbox. So, this could be a quick shipping from Sideshow. It could be a 2-week from January 3rd. I would, as a US collector, Hot Toys collector, if you pre-ordered this or you plan on pre-ordering it in the next 24 hours, I would probably expect it to have it delivered by mid-January because I know the Chinese New Year's coming up. And I know it's especially now that they're prepping this up this early, like we need to get this out, we need to get paid, and let's move it along. That would be my impression. Brayden, you're messing with me though. I like it though. You can put the DeLorean 2 in your brand new module case. Sure, when I get them in July, once the T800 robots that were hired by Module Case, once they figure out how to assemble those Module cases. When will the Mark III? So this is something that I came up because my mind was racing, and brother's cousin talked about do you think when this one gets released, will the value of the Mark I drop? And I go, it may. I mean, because there are collectors in the community that like to cannibalize their own collection. They just do. Sell their stuff to just buy more. But what I suggested was, like, if you really want to like almost increase the value of the Mark I significantly, like overnight, all you have to do is issue out a Mark III for pre-order. And I shit you not, if a Mark III ever goes up for pre-order, there are collectors that are going to want all three of them. And and I mean, that would be the challenge. So I don't know if the Mark I would be something in the future, or if you're happy with the Mark II, but I do know that when you add a third one, then it starts to feel like a series, right? Like you're collecting trading cards, and that gets dangerous. And the secondary market tends to respond very aggressively. And like, oh, there's a Mark III coming up for pre-order. Well, I'm going to want all three now in my collection because I say so. So be careful with that, because I know the Mark I's value has dropped a little bit, not too much, but it would suck though. It would suck. What is this? Econ, 12 days of Sideshow canceled. They really slowed down on making their own statues. Oh, that's nothing to cry about. Yes, Cobra Collection. I mentioned that HasLab Proton Packs. Now this, I'm over the moon. Got them both. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if you're here. I know the Proton Packs have started to ship overseas. A little bit jealous about that since they started over there early versus the US. But I know US collectors with the Proton Pack are about inbound on the first week of January. Yeah. It is supposed to be USB powered, yes? Here we go. Once the what is this one here, Brayden? The T800 robots figuring out some of the logic. Yes. Yes. So again, from one the expression as a photo is worth 1,000 words. And again, just looking at this and the achievements that they were able to, because to me, my biggest concern was the wheels. It wasn't going to stop me from buying, but the fact that they knocked out of the park. And this is where I was referencing earlier, where I may have to scare you, right? Because when this photo gets circulated and when most collectors within a 24-hour period see this and they see the changes, they may be aggressively tempted to then pre-order it. A lot of collectors wait to the very end to pre-order. I'm actually one of them. I waited till the Ecto-1 Blitzway was released in Hong Kong because I knew that was going to be a small batch. I had people telling me it was a small batch. I remember King Zach was telling me, "Hey, did you pre-order the Ecto-1s?" As well, oh yeah, I'm already on it. I haven't done it, Zach, but once it drops in Hong Kong, and I did. The minute it dropped in Hong Kong, I was like, oh, time to pre-order it. That son of a bitch went from waitlist to selling out in 2 weeks. So could that happen to this? I don't know. I don't know. But if I had to provide an educated guess, I would say that this DeLorean is probably not going to last very long. And I go off of that because this was pushed almost a quarter early from shipping, meaning that they were probably expecting a large pre-order, but because the pre-orders were small, they were able to achieve that goal a hell of a lot quicker, pushing this up considerably. Remember, I wasn't expecting this till April. They pushed this almost by 90 days. So if you had to provide an educated guess here, if I had to, I would say this is going to be a small batch. So it's really tough decisions. And if it does go into wait list, then what are the excuses, right? Well, you can go to Big Bat, you can go to Alter Ego, Big. We've seen the greediness of Big Bad Toy Store. The minute that something sells out at Sideshow, Big Bad Toy Store loves to abuse some of that secondary pricing, right? We've seen them do it. The minute that something gets hot and turns hot, we've seen it. Well, nobody out there is backing the HasLabs. Oh, not Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store loves backing those HasLabs because they mark them up by 30, 40%. What are you going to do? You're going to buy from them, right? It's either them or eBay. You don't think Big Bad Toy Store has a shipment of Proton packs? You're not going to get it for the $400, though. I promise you that. That they originally went for. Probably go for $700 or $600 because they're Big Bad Toy Store. So again, it's one of those situations that if you want this, start planning. And it sucks though, because for most of us, we weren't expecting this early. Just is. It could be, Eric. My guess is that this would be a low batch. Now I'm buying two. I need to. I have two DeLoreans right now. I'm buying two hover converter not to flip though. It's no. For me, it's a project piece. It's I may have one resting, I may have one in flight mode. Uh, the problem with these DeLoreans though is that once they sell out, I mean, I've seen them $2,500 before they had announced this. That's what they were going for, $2,500 on eBay. And to me at the time, if you would ask me at the time, is it worth it? Well, yeah, because signs were pointing that Hot Toys was never ever going to make it again. And who were the alternatives, right? What? You kids are going to hold your breath for InArts? Dancing jester spokesperson telling exactly what you want to hear from InArts? That's a large leap of faith. Hmm? That is a large leap of faith. The InArts Jokers have just finally came out on the other side, the world Chinese. And people seem to love them. I would love them too. If I bought them for what? $7.95? What's it going for? What did Joe Big Big Bretta? It's a huge fraction of a difference in price point. What they're getting those Jokers for, those deluxe Jokers, compared to the US customers out here getting for what, $1,100? And a slap on the ass? Jeez. Uh, 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 yeah. They say, yeah, well, let's wait to cross that bridge once we see something, right? Like an actual prototype. not like a film stock like the other competitor, like what Jazz Inc. did. He grabbed like a film still and he goes, "Look, I have the Batman Forever Batmobile," and he just ripped off like a film still. Yeah, he did that, folks. uh, you guys are killing me. Impulse bad decision coming in. uh it is. I mean, it is definitely a leap of faith. Mafia, what are you doing still awake? Shouldn't you be out in bed, right? Getting ready. uh, so let's go back. Let's go back through some of the photos here. Oh, check this out. Let me see if I can play this here without getting copyrighted strike here. I think it'll load. Let me see. Maybe not. It's not going to let me load it. All right. Well, never mind then. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. So we do like again, and this is something that I had mentioned too. Don't assume that this vehicle is going to be able to roll like a Hot Wheels. They're not advertising it. There's no go motion. There's no pullback and release to achieve that type of technological marvel of a hover converted. You have to sacrifice one for the other. So again, that's one of the reasons I feel the Mark I DeLorean is probably it's in good hands. It's gonna be right. And I want to see if I can pull up one of the. There's the exhaust that lights up and the lights in the back. Again, this is the biggest to me. This is the. It's freaking ultra cool to have those exhaust ports just light up like that. I can't wait to really delve into this thing. And then this was the photo that went around the internet. The photo that just circled around the 1/6 scale community, and it kind of made the vehicle into a joke, just a running gag, a farce. And um, I was one of the advocates that really defended this. I go, this is a prototype. I mean, I went on the talk show circuit, multiple channels. I talked about this. I go, look, guys, this is a prototype that was dug out of storage. This was last minute. They threw an air can over it and they dusted it off and they quickly created a photo shoot announcing it. And I personally would not have agreed with them for releasing a prototype looking this shoddy, but they did. And I did take a leap of faith. I love Back to the Future because in my head, I always built in a contingency plan. I go, well, the wheels, I mean, if it really does come like that and the hover struts look all shoddy and, and just looking all poor like that, 3D printed, I go, I can probably try to fix it, right? Because there would still be value in the vehicle. It would still have the illuminated exhaust thrusters. It would have a really cool Mr. Fusion, the lights on the dashboard and so forth. And so for a unique part, it would still be able to hover. But man, oh man, they blew it out of the park. And this is where I'm going to go back and circle again. This is where you should be fearful because in the community, this is what they remember. This was the joke. This is what was cycled around and collectors out there bitched about the price and so forth. And so it really honestly was a huge leap of faith that they were going to fix those through. And you see how the light bleeds from the top. I go, that's wrong. That's not theatrically correct. This is a big ticket item, right? You can see the wires exposed through the wheels on there. I mean, it just looked like a really just bad hot mess. It just did. But the fact that they went and they gave us this and it almost begs to ask, well, shit, if they fix that, what else did they fix? Right? What else did they fix? You you want the shiny version? No, you don't, Max. All right. All right, I'm in a good mood, Max. You'll get 10 points for that. That's good. That's good. What's it called? A Zambino? Gambino little ice cream machine. That's pretty good. Uh what is this? Toys Wonderland has a DeLorean in stock. Oh, that's bullshit. Can someone check that? Toys Wonderland. My God, they're just as trustworthy as InArts. I tell you what. God damn them. uh Uh, there we go. What do we got here? Go ahead. Oh, that's cool too. Johnny brings up a little cool mod there. Was also thinking of making a Ready Player One mock with this one. What was different with the Ready Player One? Didn't it have like a Ghostbusters sticker on it? You won't be able to roll this one though. I mean, it was a racing. The Ready Player One DeLorean was a racer, so that's not a bad idea though. That would be a really cool kit bash, right? So I think it just had the DeLorean. I'm sure it had some other modifications on the vehicle. So it would be a fun little experiment. It'd be a fun kit bash to pull that off. That's actually really not a bad idea. I kind of like that. That's pretty because I love Ghostbusters and I have the DeLorean, and yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. Let me see here. What is this? I love you, Danoby. Well, I love you too, Andre. I mean, this is a safe zone that I create here in on this stream in this midnight run. So everybody's welcomed here. Everybody's allowed to express their joy and share the love because this is awesome. Although after this midnight stream ends, I am gonna cry and wrap up in a fetal ball though because my Hydra Stomper arrives tomorrow. I'm just like like I'm running out of space and there's a lot of stuff and I'm falling behind and I'm just like, oh, how am I gonna pull this off, right? But I mean, come on now. Not to mention I have to figure that I have to get my my DeLorean all converted back to the Mark One. Let me see here. I mean, but folks, it's gonna be worth it. I mean, this is look at this thing. Look at that. Look how badass I look. Look at that. Let's see, get the there you go. With my 3D printed DeLorean, with my Mr. Fusion. Almost want to just run around and play with this thing now. Oh, there you go. It had the Knight Rider front end, which one has the upper one? Here we go, spitting facts here. So this is, like I said, this is a big surprise after Christmas, a Christmas miracle. Just going to be exciting. I can't wait to see the reaction within the community because I get it. Not everybody's a Back to the Future fan, but I will share with you that if you are a Hot Toys collector, a veteran Hot Toys collector, having a 1/6 scale vehicle in your collection definitely does add the pop. It just does. It really, really does. In fact, and I remember sharing, like I've even said this. I mean, said to my buddy that if the Batmobile, 66, which was teased in San Diego Comic Con, like I'm not a Batmobile 66 fan. I didn't grow up with the show. I didn't watch it. I just didn't, right? But I understand the value. I understand the value that a 1/6 scale vehicle brings to the collections. I probably, if Hot Toys would have made it, I probably would have bought it. I pretty much, since I've been collecting since 2012, I've had every 6 scale vehicle. The only one that I hated that I bought and I got rid of was the Tumbler. God, I hated that fucking thing. I did. Just a nightmare. I hated it. Just a mess. I wasn't going to, Yoda. I did a little bit of it. Don't trigger me, right? I'm off this week. I don't have my module cases, right? I'm getting excuses about that the machines need like a reboot or an update or something. They're on vacation or holidays. I don't know. But I was told the pool table was not paid with the pre-orders. I shit you not. Ash Chase, thank you so much for the stop it, you're making me want one. What is this, Ash? You don't have one on pre-order? What's going on here? You have to. It's the Mark II DeLorean. This is what we've been waiting for. Yeah. You know you want one. Just do it. Just do it. Come on, now everybody's doing it. Just do it.
Wow, thank you so much for the super chat. Danoby extends his gratitude for your support. Trust knowing your contribution helps. Bye bye.
You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. And it gets better, right? Because spring of next year, we got a whole assortment of Star Wars vehicles, right? Bark speeders and regular speeders, and the ATRT will be at the end, I think, the end of the year, first quarter of 2024. But if that's a small batch, that may show up for Christmas. See, that's the thing. They if you notice with these new upcoming pre-orders, they overextended it by like 15 months. It just gives them a cushion. If these pre-order batches are small, it just means they're going to come in early. So who's to say that some of those Star Wars vehicles wouldn't show up early? I would expect them to show up early. Why not? All right. There's a reason why the Bark speeders and those and the other one, they ended up going low inventory and waitlist and kind of selling out, right? Because they closed the pre-order mark. It's a non-refundable deposit of $60. Most collectors now, including me, we're strapped. Like, we're not going to freaking pre-order some unless we know we're going to commit. So a $600 Bark speeder, everybody was dragging their feet, including me. But I promise you, and I did, is that the minute that low inventory started showing up, I'm like, oh, fuck this. I'm not missing out on this. I'll figure it out, because it's better that than to deal with the secondary market, right? And who are the leaders in the secondary market? You got thugs like Toys Wonderland out there, and what other rascals are out there that would love to take advantage of the secondary market, right? So you create your own path. Need this to go BOGO so I can pair it up. I'm telling you, the BOGO is done after the stroke of midnight on December 31st. Actually, it's done already. You guys haven't seen BOGO since what, 2 weeks ago? It's gone. It's gone. On full plastic crack mode and then some. Do it. Do it. I did not pre-order the ATRT yet. I am dragging my feet on that one. The minute that Nate from Geeking Out starts sending out the alerts, I'll be forced to pre-order it. I don't want to chase that. Can you imagine chasing that shit on the secondary market, right? And having to deal with, I don't know, Toys Origin or Big Bad Toy Store or no, I'll just, it's fine. I'll go through Sideshow for that. Loco, what's going on, dude? Loco, did you want to chime in for a little bit on the DeLorean, or are you working? You're not working, right? You're not out there hustling third Avenue. You're not out there, right? What, second and third? What, Matt, what? You know, if you want to chime in local, let me know. I got a deal on Java from Sideshow, but that means I'm probably not getting this DeLorean right away. Look, tough decisions are going to be made. Tough decisions are going to be made. You're going to have to choose. Will this be on 20% coupon? Don't assume this, folks. I'm telling you, don't assume that this DeLorean is going to get. I don't think they'll have any reason to discount this. Now, you'll be able to use your Sideshow points, and you'll probably be able to use those pathetic little $20 Sideshow coupons that they like to stick on the box or something. But as far as like a daily deal, oh, hell no. Don't. Don't make that mistake. Don't expect this to show up as a daily deal. No. Yeah. What is this? Check this out. Big Bad Toy Store. Yesterday's price isn't today's price. I like that. That's a kick-ass slogan. I like that pitch. That actually reflects Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah. Ryan, you'll get 10 points too. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. That we need a there we go. They're the same company. Might as well call them Toys Wonder. BOGO for the only stock items. BOGO's dead. The buy one get one free Sideshow is gone. Don't hold your breath for that. Love from New York at work, making my money for the. Of course, better. I'm telling you, hustle. Work those streets, logo. Work it. Work it, work it, work it. This will be the centerpiece to my 80s Terminator. We'll be driving. Rambo will be first passenger and Indy dragging behind the whip. This is going to be cool. And again, this is my old photo album from this is the photo album I used when the pre-orders went out, because I had used the bat. I even had the bat. I had most vehicles. And that display base, it's a modified version that they used for the prototype, which we're going to use. So it's kind of cool that we get to see that. But this is the bat. I had this. This was a nightmare to freaking display too. Yeah, I hated it. I really, really did. And then these are photos from 2016 San Diego Comic-Con that kind of just shows you the big difference, right? What was shown on the show, and then what we're finally getting. Yeah. Yeah, it's my plan is, because I don't have my module cases, right? I was going to have this displayed. I was actually going to work out a rig where my DeLorean would be suspended from the ceiling. And I was going to use either piano wires or guitar wires, really steel. And I was going to have like a steel bracket underneath, front and back. And I was going to have very thin black wires, 30 gauge, really thin black wires that'll run into the vehicle, so that I can have my vehicle on at all times. I'm going to have it. I think it's USB plugged. So for me, it's an easy hack. And just run it from somewhere, the ceiling, maybe even the side of the wall, to have it lit. And then I would have my Marty underneath it, dangling from the string on his hoverboard. Because I think the view underneath the vehicle is going to be kick-ass. And then you'll have Doc Brown looking down. So I have DeLoreans at ground level that I can view and I can enjoy. But I don't have a DeLorean that's above my height, which if I pull this off right, it should be kick-ass. It should be really, really something cool. And even though I don't prefer to have it exposed to the elements, I like to have things inside the module case, which if I had my Max 140 Plus, it'd be easier for me to customize it from the ceiling because there's steel bars from the module case. So I can actually have it hanging from underneath. But because I don't, I got to be somewhat creative now. Will the InArt Joker fit? You kids are killing me. I love it. Right? I'll have the InArt Joker in there with like a middle finger. again, I mean, this is. Oh, and I think I even showed you guys. I even showed you my invoice. It's I mean, with shipping and tax, because I didn't even have a coupon. It's $927 because I live in Vegas. So this is a kick in the balls. Yeah. Yeah. This is a kick in the balls. It really, really is. Yeah. Is that Howard inside the door? And then, yes, I am aware that the Chrome Mando is either inbound tonight or tomorrow. I am aware of that. Yes, that the Chrome Mandalorian head sculpt Pedro Pascal is inbound, ready to take your milkshake money. Yep. So thank you, Monica. So yes, that'll be. So for you kids out there who pre-ordered, that'll be something interesting to look forward to. All right. So I'm going to talk about Avatar, and I think I've covered just about enough here, right? And for those of you, hold on here, pull this away here. Let's pull this up here because kids tend to forget, right? So I've seen the messages in the comments, and they're like, "Oh, look, Danoby, Joker finally delivered, right? InArt wins. InArt wins." And no, because if you follow my channel, right, I mentioned that InArt has 3 grail challenges that they need to overcome. I made that very, very clear, right?
He who finds the grail must face the final challenge.
What final challenge?
3 devices of such lethal cunning.
Booby traps?
Oh, yes. But I found the clues that will safely take us through in the Chronicles of St. Anselm.
Well, what are they?
Yeah. Exactly what are they? Let me find it, shall we? Let's look for it. Because I have to remind you, because it's not that easy. See, I used a calculated algorithm to predict the challenges of InArt and why they're probably not going to last very long. Where is my... So, gather around. I'm doing the class again. Right. So the first challenge, very simple, right, is delivery. You had a ringleader, John from InArts. He was making the talk show circuits, right? He was visiting a lot of YouTubers and, doing a lot of handshakes and rub-offs and all that stuff, kind of telling everybody what they wanted to hear, right? And I voiced my opinion on this. I go, this doesn't seem right. There's just a lot of concerns on here. And even though there's a lot of collectors that swear their allegiance to InArts, right? But they just don't understand how things would work. But my first challenge, plain and simple, was delivery. Deliver on the promise and expected timeline as stated. Johnny said that the first batches would start delivering at the end of the year, right? Big Bretta got his Joker, and he's loving it. He digs it, right? Big Bretta would be my control, right? I would not use somebody that was affiliated with InArts or Toys Wonderland, right? So, for example, let's say if Justin decided he'd gotten his Joker and he started reviewing it, I would not count that. To me, that would not seem very fair and legitimate, right? Because he's affiliated. He's a promoter, and nothing wrong with that. He's a promoter on that. But the fact that Big Bretta has his, right? He's loving it. Okay, cool. The first challenge has been completed. Cool. I even said it. I go, they're probably going to complete the first challenge. I kind of hinted that they may cheat, but so far they started their first batch. As to when the U.S. collectors are going to get theirs, who knows? It gets tricky now for U.S. collectors, right? Because they're not authorized to distribute in the U.S. A lot of good stuff is inbound from Hot Toys and other Mando and Exo6, other companies that are wooing you for your dollar. So when are you expected to get your joke, and when are you expected to complete your invoice? So my second Grail challenge was collectors need to commit to purchase when invoices are sent out. Will they buy the figures or let them sit? This is the exact same community that we've all witnessed where most of us, we love to cancel pre-orders. I've done it. I'm not proud of it. Probably about a handful. Not a lot though, compared to others. But I did make an effort this year to keep most of my pre-orders. But it was easy for me because I kind of stopped pre-order in 2021. So it really wasn't that difficult for me, right? But the collectors that were swoon by an $1,100 Joker set, right? They decided to take the leap of faith, right? Most third-party vendors, right? Because remember, they're not authorized to sell in the US. You got to take that leap of faith through Toys Wonderland and 1/6 Kit and TNS figures and so forth, right? So when they send out the invoice, the collectors need to commit to purchase when invoices are sent out. That's the second challenge. To me, this is pretty difficult, right? I think it's pretty difficult. A lot of beautiful things are being sent out to us. Will they buy the figures or let them sit? Then the third challenge, which actually coincides to the second challenge, is my favorite. When it loads up. No flip-floppy mofo. Third challenge. Here, maybe I'll remove myself. Oh, no, not that one. This one here. Boom. The figures need to hold value at or above retail price. Are they going to be impervious to discounts? So this is the tricky one here. This is the one that can affect the challenge, right? Because the figures were released in China and most of the parts of the world, right? They haven't gotten their invoices yet. When are they expected to start shipping and so forth? So here in the US, I'm an affiliate with Spec Fiction, right? And I believe I was shared the information that Spec Fiction would get their shipments around March or April to distribute. What's to say that by the time they get their shipment to distribute to the U.S. collectors, that the batches that may or may not have been collectors may have not committed start to get discounted, right? Because what could potentially happen, it could be like a domino effect, and I'll explain what I'm going with this, is that by the time Spec Fiction gets their shipment to ship out, let's say in April, there's a good probability that KG Hobby, which is one of that took pre-orders, that if their invoices that they had sent out aren't being fulfilled, there's nothing worse in retail than having dead stock. So they could be there's no agreement, there's no peace treaty that helps them not prevent selling at the figure below. So TNS figures or KG Hobby, they may be able to discount the figures. So what could potentially happen is that if those figures get discounted through these third-party sellers, by the time they get to Spec Fiction, you may not be willing to commit to fulfilling your invoice. It gets dangerous there. Why would you want to spend $1,100 with Spec Fiction when TNS has already started to discount them, right? And it's a different song and dance when the collector's already in Hong Kong and in China. They can buy that super deluxe set at $795, I believe is what Bretta told me, Joe said, compared to $1,100 from Toys Wonderland, not including shipping. It's a big fat pill. And Toys Wonderland has not been on a really good record so far. So to kind of address it, I was going to address it the 1st of January, but I keep seeing the comments and like, oh, InArt's won. in my book, InArts hasn't, all they've done is taken a baby step, right? It's a baby step. I don't trust them. I would tell any collector to exercise caution when purchasing the product, right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, nothing sours a collector than spending $1,100 and then 30 days later it's discounted through another reseller. It hurts. It's a big discouragement. All right, let's talk about Avatar. Avatar. All we've gotten is a tease, right? We got Jake Sully. I've seen the movie. I love the movie. This is just a tease. This was just announced. Just I mean, look, the film I think just broke $1 billion and it's still raking in money. Whether or not it's going to break $2 billion. Oh, what am I doing here? I'm not about to stream here. Okay. Whether or not it's going to hit it doesn't matter. This movie makes money, right? This is Pandora. This is Jake Sully. It's really weird though. And I remember that the first Avatar Hot Toys they made, they only made Jake Sully. So I'm hoping that they expand the crew. I'm down for this. I know Avatar is an acquired taste, right? So this isn't for everybody, and I know these, and because the Naviv are really super tall, I want to say these figures tend to reach heights of 18 to 19 inches. And if you're a DTOF collector, that shit's not going to work. It's not. It just isn't. These guys are way too tall for it. So unless you have them squatting, taking a dump, or setting a campfire, I mean, I guess you can do that. But this is cool. I love the film. I had no qualms. To me, it was a fun, adventurous film. My only concern is I hope they don't just stop with one. I hope they add a couple more. I hope they don't just do another Jake Sully and then call it quits. I like to see the villain. I forgot his name. I don't know if I would collect the kids. I would like to see his wife, though, played by I was going to say Gamora. I was thinking Gamora. But, I mean, this is just, to me, it's a lackluster tease. But I understand why Hot Toys would do this. I get it that, hey, we're going to tease this, just letting you guys know we're working on it. Even though I actually think McFarlane Toys is actually doing a bang-up job with the merch. Who's ever running, and I doubt it's Todd, right? But whoever he's hired to run the market and toy division, and I mean, they double down on the Avatar toy line, and good for them. Because I have a couple of their toys, and I just think it's fantastic. I love that the toys are sensitive to black lighting. So kudos for them. I really do. And I really do look forward to getting a Jake Sully. There we go. What did I miss here? Uh, we go. What is this here? Oh, a little fun fact from Monica. Pre-order cancellations aren't allowed in Asia. Just letting you know. Could you elaborate on that, Monica? So, if collectors cannot cancel their pre-orders, what does that mean? Do they get punished, or do they lose their NRD? How does that work? Are they not allowed to pre-order again? That's interesting. Because there's hot toy collectors out here in the U.S. that that hit the pre-order cancellation like they're playing whack-a-mole over here. That's interesting. No flip-flops. No flip-floppy muffos on this part of the world. Maybe there's something that you're referring to. What is this? Ash and Avatar 2 that water blue. Oh, you kids are out of control. The leap of faith. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, CT603. You can still go on Toys Wonderland. You can still pre-order the InArts Joker. Those pre-orders haven't closed. So, yeah. Well, we'll have to eat up a chunk of the NRD. Realistically, cancellations will hurt. Yeah. Let's see here. Who knows? Again, I don't know which set. I'm just going off of it's a new company, the way that they presented themselves, the way that they went on the talk show circuit. And to me, there was just a lot of red flags. So it'll be interesting to see how this story plays out. I'll take the DeLorean over the Joker. Yeah, you and me both. MB Dyson. I'm with it too. I'm with you too. See, that'd be cool. Going back to Jake Sully here, it would be kick-ass to have a 1/6 scale Banshee. That to me is probably to have like a showpiece like that, like a giant beast. That'd be cool. I would be down for that. I have the Jake Sully Banshee from McFarlane. I think it looks dynamite. I think they just knocked it out of the park for like the price point, the paint application. McFarlane did. I'm like, I would love to have this at a more higher end from Hot Toys. And again, I get it. Avatar is not for everybody, but most collectors, especially the veteran collectors, we all tend to bitch that Hot Toys doesn't do enough one-offs. Well, this could potentially be a one-off, maybe one or two in the series. So, you have to take it where you can get it. Here we go. Didn't the DeLorean go to bed already? Here we have Hot Toy Tees Vulture 4 times now, and we are to believe they will actually put this up for pre-order. DeLorean, how do I explain this to you? You lack faith, good sir. Didn't I just explain to you the things that are being dug up from the Hot Toys boneyard on Sideshow? The DeLorean Mark II was buried, lost and forgotten. And it came back. Shit, it came back with a vengeance. The Vulture will come out. It will. It just you have to believe in it. There's no big hurry. You'll be busy, right? If you're buying a bunch of Star Wars, you'll be busy with your Bark Speeders and your ATRTs and your Grand Inquisitor and the Riva, and you'll be busy. Don't worry about it. Your plate will be full. Yeah, I don't know about that mullet. That mullet's pretty whacked. Yeah. Yes, I knew it was like 18 inches, 18 or 19 inches. So yes, the conversion for 1/6 scale. I would like to see Hot Toys not make anything from Avatar. I'm assuming you would want them to make more schlock from Book of Boba Fett. I would imagine that'd be your cup of tea, right? Let's you understand though that the schlock that they dished out on Disney Plus got a lot of people fired. Steve Lee, so excited about the DeLorean. My cabinet does it in clean. I cannot take it out of my original Hot Toys Jigsaw. I can't believe it's been 13. Yeah. I have the Sideshow TD statue from 20. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, the original Jake Sully from Hot Toys. Yeah, it was pre-order 2009 and released in 2010. That was before my time. I started collecting Hot Toys in 2012, but I was aware. At that point, I was very aggressive with my research when it came to Hot Toys. So I knew about past figures. I did not aggressively chase the past when I entered the world of Hot Toys in 2012. There was only one figure that I paid secondary to complete my suits of armor. So when I started in 2012, the Mark VI had already been released, but it was about a year old. And that son of a bitch was already in the secondary market chasing between $500 to $600. I remember paying $525 for the Mark VI in 2013 because I was building the original 7. I had just gotten the Mark 7. I already had the 2.0 Mark I, which was released in 2012 of that year. So I was building the suits. And but there was a lot of stuff like I didn't chase my favorite movie, Tron, the Tron light. Yeah, I wanted that light cycle. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Avatar 2, you mean, right? Here we go. Miles Morales from Singapore. Deposits for Hot Toys in Sideshow is 10%. That is correct. In Singapore, deposit for Hot Toys are 30% and non-refundable. Oh, that's what Monica probably meant. Meaning when you're doing 30%, you're buying that damn thing. You're that because you're not going to lose 30%. Yeah, it's a big kick in the balls. Absolutely. Here we go. Equan, ugly single joints. Those joints are ugly to you, and I respect that. They don't bother me. They really don't. I prefer to have the joints versus the TB League Fison. This is a big figure. Having that type of material on a figure this size would be expensive. Not only that, though, but with a seamless body, even like the rubber bodies, it makes it very difficult for paint applications, especially since these guys are expected to glow under black light. So it's fine for me, but I get for some, they think it's the end of the world. There you go. I forgot his name. Thank you. A 1/6 mech with Stefan Lang figure would be in it. I would be for that. I would be for that. Yeah, I absolutely would. Yeah. Did the II DeLorean come around? I would be down for Jake Sully and a Banshee. I'm telling you, that would be a kick-ass display to have a Jake and a Banshee. It sure shit would. I think Hot Toys will go only 2 figures deep on Avatar. Yeah, I just want him and the wife. And I would take Lang too. Like 3 and then call it a day. I'd be fine. But to have like one of those beasts, the like the Banshees, that'd be cool as shit. That would be nice. What do we have here? Sideshow DeLorean detail. Rotatable wheels can be folded and transformed into oven DeLorean. Does it say that, Christian, that the wheels do rotate? I wouldn't expect them to, but if they did, that'd be interesting. Me, you kids, I swear to God, I'm gonna put you on. I'll turn this vehicle around. I shit you not. What's going on? We got John Deek here with a super chat. Thank you, sir. Hey, bro, happy New Year. Did InArt actually ship 300 fingers? Was everyone going on that? One blogger's photo, been out of the loop for holidays. John, I do not know. I do know that a legitimate YouTuber did get his Joker, and he was tickled pink by it. So that was my indication as to how many, and they're being made. I have no clue. People have been sending me photos. I saw the one photo of InArts. People were making them like in a kitchen or in a backyard or something. And I don't know. They could have been kicked out of the warehouse, right? I have no clue. That whole thing smells, man. It smells like Molecule 8. It smells like Molecule 8 farted and it produced InArts. John D, thank you so much. Cinnamon says thank you as well, too.
Wow, thank you so much for the super chat. Danoby extends his gratitude for your support. Trust knowing your contribution helps. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I see. I'm not on Facebook, John, so you're going to have to like update me on that 300 figures, right? Mr. Evil style 300. Oh, we know they could have sent. See, that's the thing. I don't know. Whole thing smells. InArt smells. Amp Walker, I'd be down for that. I absolutely friggin' would. I absolutely would. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll make it because of the size and stuff, but I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Just isn't. And again, this is just a bad. This is also bad. This is not a really good tease too. I wish they would have put a little bit more. Yeah, see, this is. It's pretty good. I want to see his feet. Yeah. And then they used like a blue hue. I don't know. That was just a rough. That's a rough tease. But I'm down for it. To me, it's a must buy, right? I like the eccentric figures like this, right? I know everybody was making fun of She-Hulk and uh and and the shows, like people were just kind of trashing She-Hulk, and that wasn't fair, right? Because to me, the She-Hulk figure was a technological marvel. The sculpt, the seamless body, and everything. Like, and but then you had kids, the show sucks. You piece of shit. So, well, if I mean, if you want to play devil's advocate, the Kenobi show was trash, but the Hot Toy Star Wars collectors were still jizzing over Darth Vader and a cracked skull. And they thought, I mean, they thought they were being reborn again, Christians, they were they were they thought the prophets in the wormhole were speaking to them. But yet they're like, but Kenobi was fucking trash. So you have to be fair, right? Look, She-Hulk was a rough show. It just was. The only episode I liked out of She-Hulk, out of all of them, is the one where she bangs Daredevil. I thought that was kick-ass. The writing was good. Everything about that was really good. Right? But I'm buying She-Hulk. There's no way that figure looks phenomenal. In the same sense that Kenobi, I mean, the Darth Vader from Kenobi looks awesome, even though the show was like nightmare trash. What the? I mean, I was embarrassed. If you ever want a show where you're embarrassed, like what is Obi-Wan Kenobi doing? He's walking on an Imperial platform with a kid under the trench coat. I mean, it was kind of like an episode of Little Rascals. Like, how many kids are under the trench coat pretending to be an adult? And then they fly off in a snow speeder? Get the fuck out of here. Christ. uh, a Banshee would have a 4 feet wingspan, biggest Hot Toys creature. Would it really? You sure about that? You're not maybe like 4 feet. That's pretty damn big for a Banshee. Can someone fact check that? You're killing my dreams here, MB Dyson. 4 feet's pretty fucking well. Is that as well? Wait a minute now. You're telling me that the wingspan on the Banshee would be bigger than the Vulture's wingspan? I don't know. I'm gonna have to put on my skeptical goggles for that. I don't know about that. Here we go. What is going on? Thoughts and prayers for Nate. I heard Nate was hospitalized when his wallet exploded. Yeah, he's not gonna. He's gonna be streaming from his job. He's gonna. As he's commuting to work. He's gonna. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Hold, did I make someone hold on? What is this? Wow. Just stop. I don't know. She-Hulk would be the worst thing to display and taint your precious Marvel face. Wow. Oh, Anakin. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, Anakin in a Darth Vader suit in that end battle sequence, it looked like a kid wearing his dad's clothes. Like the height was off. It was just rough. It was rough. Jesus. Oh my goodness. The man, the myth, the legend. And let me send the link. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm telling you, Nate, these kids are I'm telling you, they're just here we go. Here we go. Log in here. Let's see if this works. I'll send you. Give me 1 second. No, just focus. Nate, you were sleeping. Oh Jesus, you're killing me, Nate. You're killing me. Here we go. Here we go. Just stop. You see what I mean? So you can't have the pair of goggles facing in one direction. You can't squat over She-Hulk with your pants around your ankle and take a big dump on her, but yet turn around and justify Kenobi. And I didn't even watch the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, Jesus, man. What was going on in the book of Boba Fett? Ah, killing me. Nate has been summoned. I've seen those 7-inch scale benches of targets. Those look wingspans about a feet long. Yeah, maybe you're right. You could be right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. You could be. Maybe. Oh, did it release? Oh, shoot. Should I? Let me see if I can find it on. Hold on. Let me see. Hot Toys Facebook. Hold on. I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. Is there photos yet? Is there, Monica, is there photo? Let me know because I can't find photos yet, but there's photos. There's blogger photos. I can bring it up. Yeah, I don't see them yet. If the Mando's been released. Apparently I knew. Yeah, Mando's been released, so I believe you. Who has photos? Is it Hot Toys? Is it Secret Base? Let's see. Who has photos of the no photos yet. I'd love to talk about it if we had the photos. There you go. What is this? Come on, you revoked your Star Wars card. Oh, my rancor begs to differ. or should I go grab my Tamashi Nations? Oh, right there. Right there. Oh, hold on, right there. Look, right there. Boom, right there, next to the sail barge. Tamashi Nations, baby. I didn't punk out like some of these hot toy Star Wars collector that hawked them off like a gold watch to buy Endor Luke or whatever. Book of Boba Fett is what clearly people will buy it no matter how the show's received. Thoughts and prayers for that, huh? Okay. No, Hot Toys didn't post yet, but I have crates stationed outside Secret Base. Ah, inside intel, huh? Chrome Mandalorian. Not on Facebook yet. Okay, so it's inbound. It's inbound. Does anybody know which YouTuber did the InArt Joker review? All I'm seeing is unboxing on InArt's YouTube channel and a bunch of reaction videos. Big brother. Here we go. It is, I think I have this right here. John, it's this link here. Big Brother Reviews. That's his link because he tends to hang out with me and stuff. So, yeah.
Yo, yo. Are we? Yo. I gotta ask. Are we happy, Danoby? Are we happy?
I got wet when Anthony called me. And he was talking to me, and I was like going through convulsions. I was like, "Oh, they fixed the wheels! They fixed the wheels!
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
No,
that's what we've been waiting for, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, you know. I mean, this is,
look at this beauty too.
I tell you, that's the first thing we all looked at right there was the wheels, man. Look at that.
Wow. How is this possible?
Yeah.
No, it's Hot Toys. Come on. It's Hot Toys. Wow. All right. We in it, man.
Did you pre-order this?
Yeah. I pre-ordered my one, but I haven't pre-ordered my second one yet because I'm waiting for the N1, right? And I got points saved up. So either this gets blue screened and then I have to buy a second one immediately, or I wait long enough to where the N1 comes out and I got points to throw that at that because that thing's going to be expensive as hell. So at least I got to throw a chunk of freaking wars at that bastard. So here though, I just got to wait for a blue screen to see if I can throw in the second one and then drop them points.
I agree. I 100% agree. Did you send me? He sent the photo. Let me see. Did he? Let me see if he sent the photo for. Did you find me, do Monica I'm on Instagram, dude. Danoby2. There's only one.
I'll send you the photo.
All
I'll
right.
send you the photo. I got to see. Oh
Yeah.
dear God, what is that? What is that?
Is that the cases?
Let me see. Set. Oh wait, is this?
It's a Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian. Yep.
Mandalorian,
Mandalorian
yeah.
release. Let's go.
Yeah.
Baby. Okay, I'll send you this one too. Yeah, man. The wads are coming in hot, bruh.
Yeah.
Hot Toys are coming in hot.
Yeah. Now he is a 2021 pre-order. I did not pre-order him. There's 2 SKUs, and you know the rule: 2 SKUs, the shit will sit. So
Yeah.
I have no anybody that pre-ordered him. They're gonna take your money really, really fast. I'm not gonna reject him though, because I do want a Pedro Pascal head sculpt. But look, Nate, let's be honest. We can get hit with $1,000 hit on this DeLorean in 2 weeks for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
So we
it
got
sounds like January, right? January release. Everybody's saying January release.
Well, in China, they're getting theirs January the 3rd. As to when the U.S. announcement, when we're going to start get ours, it's all up in the air. It really, really is.
Wow.
So, and I translated what was shared on the Facebook post.
Okay.
So I mean, going off of, hold on here. Yeah, I mean, they're giving the folks the option to go visit Secret Base and to walk out, carry it out, free to, they don't have to pay for shipping, I guess, or something, and then take it. But you have from now until January the 3rd. So I'm deducing that January the 3rd that they're going to start to ship for us, or at least make the announcement that they're going to charge us. So
wait, what rumors? What y'all been talking about me?
what
were you guys? I gotta rewatch this stream. I literally just woke up. Okay, so I gotta rewatch this stream and see what y'all are saying about me, man. Because there you go. CT603 is like, there he is. Thank God the terrible rumors were his Nate, how is your wallet? What? My wallet is gone. Pre-order is what remains. Yeah. All right. It's like Darth Vader from Kenobi show. Mm-hmm. I did catch what you were talking about Kenobi show and stuff. I think people need to stop with their pride and crap, because you're gonna miss out on a figure. No matter, like, like She-Hulk, that's a gorgeous figure. If you're gonna let your pride get the better of you and not want to get it because of that, I'm like, it can still be accurate to the comics or accurate to future films if you're just gonna get the She-Hulk. I get it if you don't like the aesthetics, then yeah. But you don't like it because you don't like the show. I don't like Last Jedi, but I still picked up a Luke crate when he when he does the dust off on his shoulder.
Yeah,
I still picked it up. I'm out of my damn mind. It still Luke Skywalker. That's the look I really wanted. That reminds me of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker from the Expanded Universe. But yeah. Go ahead.
Hold on. Did Big Brother not post his video? John Deek says they unlist the video. I don't see any review on his channel. Did Bretta? I thought Bretta posted his video yet, or maybe he didn't. Can someone confirm? Did he not post his video I thought he reviewed the Joker.
They unlist the video. I don't see. Wait a minute. There was a YouTube link for that. I didn't know they did a video. I know they did a video on Facebook.
But didn't Big Bretta? Hold on, I'm checking now. Let me see if I can find it. I thought Big Bretta did his already, though.
Well, there was a video on Facebook that they dropped. It was not a review, but there was a review that was up on Facebook, and then it was from another customer, and then they took it down because it didn't look that great.
Okay.
Apparently.
So, John, I apologize. I thought he posted his video. I was told today he got his Joker in hand, and he loves it. So I'm assuming he's working on the review now. I would still subscribe. I don't see it on his channel, but I've been told that he's going to review it. So I would probably, because I'm going to watch his. I don't really want to watch anybody else's reviews on it. I'll watch his just to kind of check it out and see how it is. Because I spoke to him when I was on Six Scale Mafia, because I asked him. I go, he says he loves the figure. He thinks it's the cat's meow. I go, great. How much did you pay for it? And he goes, total price was $795. I go, okay. And I go, Anthony, that plays a big part with a deluxe InArts Joker because U.S. customers, it's what, $1,100 plus tax or ship or whatever. I
Yep.
go, that's a big difference to love a figure. So, and then and you know how flaky us U.S. customers are,
Because you're only 200 away from a Hulkbuster at that point. When you look at
300. Well, then if it's through Troy's Wonderland, it's like $300. So like I said, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. You know what? Believe it or not, you know what I'm gonna wait for? I'm gonna wait until that Joker hits the bargain bin.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised people will be humping on that Joker wagon once it hits like $500 for the deluxe set. Can you imagine that? Half the price? Can you imagine that?
Yeah. No, the Hong Kong resellers are not into dead stock. They don't play that game. Lion Rock Toys, KG Hobby, TNS Figures. Those cats, well, that shit sits for more than 3 months. It's like it has to get discounted. It has to go. So that'll be very interesting. But this is the statement that was put out, and I mean, look, like I said early in the stream, history is being made here, right? History is being made. Everything about this is just wacky as shit. This thing went into pre-order February 15, 2022 name.
Wow.
And they're telling the Hong Kong kids out there, yeah, swing by January 3rd to pick it up. You're like, what the fuck? What? 11 months? This is a Christmas miracle. Not only 11 months, but they fixed the wheels. They fixed the light bleed, right? Remember the ongoing joke with the look at that.
They did. Yeah, I'm looking at the original photo right now. Wow. They went in. They gave it a makeover.
Going into the future. You want to get into this thing and you want to fill up Mr. Fusion and you want to time travel in this thing compared to the prototype jalopy that was shown to us, right? Because remember, that was the joke. Remember the joke? Oh, every YouTuber in the community, that was the gag joke on this thing. Look at this. This is the photo that was being used by everybody. Hold on. It was this one.
Yeah, that was bad right there.
This is the one right here. That's the one that was being used.
But you'd be out of your damn mind if this was released this way and you still didn't pick it up, because it's still the DeLorean. You can still keep it in drive mode. You're good. Like don't let your pride get the better of you. But I love the fact that Hot Toys fixed this though. I loved it. I'm like, damn, you don't have to fake the position of it to fix the wheels in a certain angle. No, they fixed it.
They fixed it, man.
Thank the maker, man.
They fixed it and then some. That's what boggles the mind, that they went above and beyond and they made it better than they're just like, it's very seldom that Hot Toys, they'll show us a prototype and they'll go above and beyond. For the most part, they'll make some minor improvements and things like that. In some cases, the prototype is the prototype. They'll send it to us. But this is a welcome surprise. This is like, holy shit.
I'm just trying to figure out from my end. This was not delayed. This was pushed forward. They fixed this. I mean, you would think that because if it got delayed, they would fix. They're fixing the wheels. That you would think, right? But damn.
Yeah. And then it is heavier though. It's already been confirmed. This one is heavier than the original one by about 1.5 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, by about 1.5 pounds, it's heavier. So new technology, new R&D, the mechanical engineering, the everything about this. The box, dude, they even went and they took care of the art box compared to the original one. They're like, we got you. Look at that. That's the shipper box, isn't it? I'm assuming this is how it ships.
Yep. Like the Batmobile. I had the Batmobile box right here. Yeah, that's like the Batmobile box. Yeah. I liked how they used the prototype image. They used the prototype image because those wheels.
They did. Look at that. You're right.
Yeah.
They that's how advanced. That's how far that they were working fast. And I'm just wow. Do you? Well, we don't know yet, Kaju Daddy. I'm late to the stream, but any word on the call? We don't. We need blogger. I'm assuming the blogger photos will be inbound within a week. Look, if they're telling Hong Kong pre-order customers swing by January the 3rd, I'm assuming that's a Tuesday for us. So I'm going to be on standby for an evening run, a midnight run when those blogger photos hit, because if they're telling the kids out there to swing by January 3rd to pick it up, that's Tuesday, between Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm going to cover it because you're right, Cashew. I'm like, what else did they? But at this point, I don't care if the dashboard is an aluminum or not, because the wheels was the biggest gripe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the wheels is what affected the small batch, because that's the big question of the night, too, Nate. People keep asking, is this a small batch? I go, my educated guess would be this is a small batch because it's coming in early.
I wouldn't play games. I wouldn't play games with this piece. I would not. This is our second chance here. You guys don't play games. I'm not going to wait for the Mark III. And anyway, the Mark II is more fun. It's the fun vehicle.
Me too. Yeah, I'm with you. Out of all three of them, the Part 2 is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll buy them all, but
exactly.
This one's the best. Yeah.
Now, Evangelion brought up a good point here. The wheels roll sold, so people are waiting for the wheels to roll. I'm okay if the wheels don't roll. I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I'd rather sacrifice the flight mode to get it right than have it rolling around, because you can still get the rolling version for Mark III, or if you have the rolling version, Mark I.
Yeah. John asking, what are you asking, John? Is this too Big Brother? Big Brother's legit. Yes, he's cool. Yes, I will vouch for him. I don't vouch for a lot of people, but I will vouch for him. So yes, he's legit.
I heard you talking about Kenobi, man. Don't bring back the nightmares, bro. Don't you bring back the nightmares?
Well, you got collectors out there bitching about She-Hulk, and I'm like, look, that's not fair. You can't bitch about She-Hulk, but yet turn around and
give Kenobi a pass,
and bend over for Hayden Christensen looking like a crackhead in a Darth Vader suit. You know, he looked rough, dude. He looked like 2 miles of bad road. I go,
dear God.
I wanted to pass my butyrol over to him. I was like, I go, Hayden, you need to cut those cigarettes,
bruh.
So when people are like, oh, She-Hulk, the show is trash. She-Hulk's always trash. I'm like, oh shit, hold my beer. Did you kids forget about Kenobi? and that stupid ass retarded adventure of saving Princess Leia.
Man, they must have removed the engine and everything from the snow speeder just to fit everybody in there. How's that they fly now?
Yeah, and then so I sit through that train wreck, and then I got people telling me, you got to see Andor. I'm like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm done.
No, I'll give Andor credit. They really went in the works with that. They did a lot of. The budget was great. The story was great. The writing was great. The problem is nobody cares about Andor, so nobody's gonna watch it.
No.
So that's the unfortunate part.
No.
So I just wish they put the much love they put for Andor for future projects like Kenobi or anything comes out in the future. Please put that love and support that you did for Andor and move that over to the other shows you got coming in the future. Because Kenobi should have used this love. Kenobi should have had this love. Oh my God, look like a year-old hot toy play. Oh dear God.
Pop Moses gets 10 points.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Hayden Christian looked rough. He looked rough. And people were like, yeah, he's back. I go, put him on some meds.
Put him on some meds, bruh.
He looked rough. Yeah, nobody cares. I'm not. It's a great show. I'm like, I'll take a rain check. We don't have any. I'm waiting for it. I don't see the photos. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. They haven't posted anything yet. I was gonna stay up a little bit later to watch, but there's no photos yet. So I don't know.
So what was that photo you showed with Avatar?
That is a teaser photo from tonight as well.
Really?
So,
Okay.
yeah, are you digging Avatar? Have you seen Avatar first of all?
I haven't seen part 2 yet, so
Okay.
no spoilers. But I'm
No.
already loving this piece. I'm
Yeah.
ready to love. Like if they throw in the freaking beast over here,
Yeah.
it's sold for me.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no spoilers at all. It's the natives against the big bad corporation against an environmentalist. Just like it's the same rebeat of the first one. So
Okay.
there's really nothing to spoil. I mean, it's the same shit. Except going back to Pandora brings a sense of like wonderment and joy, and you feel like a kid again because the CG effects have finally gotten back up to par again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they did maybe they'll update this, like if they do release it for pre-order and they'll update it in the final product. They'll get your hopes up, but I would like it if they do a makeover for this to where they bring in uh the She-Hulk seamless body technology and bring it over to him. Bring it over to Sully.
The
That'd be great.
problem, and this is something that I talked about. The problem is that Naviv are all black light sensitive, and it's that paint application that could be challenging.
Oh,
So it could be very like their whole body is tatted, and then they have like the alien skin color, like the colors on there. That is very very difficult to do on a rubber or even a TB League body. That's why it's easier for
wow.
She-Hulk, where it's just a solid green, right? That's how you can do that. So, see, look, there's no spoiler here. Look at this. This is thank you, Ash, for this.
Just add water.
That's
Same
it.
movie, add water.
People like no spoilers. Like, what is there to spoil? It's the natives against the big bad corporate, for another ecological disaster, And instead of unobtainium, it's another rare element, right? So it's exact same thing. But I loved it though. I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I didn't think it was 3 hours long. I mean, it went by very fast, but it's James Cameron, man. He knows how to rock the time. He knows how to do so. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ash. And I think you got the first one from Cinnamon. I'll give you the second one.
Wow, thank you so much for the super chat. Danoby extends his gratitude for your support. Trust knowing your contribution helps. Bye bye.
Thank you, Cinnamon.
Dear God. For the kids.
Was the black light sensitivity applied to? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes.
So I could see why they're going with the joints because of the paint, because of the black light sensitivity and everything. Yeah, so I get it now. Okay.
Yeah. I would want him to. I mean, look, McFarlane knocked it out of the park with their toys, so it would make sense for Hot Toys to take advantage of that. Just makes perfect sense. This is actually more like business aspects of Aliens with the importance of family from Fast and Furious. It's the rebeat for Avatar, but it's fun though. It's enjoyable. It's even better in 3D though. So I loved it, and he's making a lot of money. It does have a to be continued, like back to like it's going to continue. I mean, they didn't really tie up any loose ends. At least for me, I felt the loose ends. I'm like, you need to see part 3 to see how this story ends.
You see part 3.
So,
wow.
Yeah. But otherwise, like I said, I don't know when this pre-order, but I'll support it. I'm not gonna day one pre-order Jake Sully though. I'm gonna let this guy simmer. To me, there's more important shit to worry about from the Star Wars side with all these vehicles and ATRTs and all this shit. And that
we're in the end game now.
This is worse than the end game now.
This is the end game, the sequel to the end game.
Yeah.
Okay. This is if Thanos won, and then now I'm wiping out everybody else. Now we just Thanos snapped everything at this point.
Yeah. This is and I know people are concerned about the wheels, and to me, I don't care because to me, the Mark II needs to fly. It needs to hover. That's the whole idea of it. That's the selling point.
Yeah, I don't need it to roll if the flight mode gets it right, and they did. I'm like, if they had to sacrifice maybe that was the reason why the car is the way it was right here. where it's set low because they needed it to roll. Maybe now, since the wheels are more accurate to the flight mode, they probably won't be able to. It won't be able to now to roll. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see
I
what
could be
happens.
surprised. I could be
Did
surprised.
you?
Yeah.
Did you? Now I know you're doing what I'm doing because we're gonna wait for the second one. Did you day one pre-order the DeLorean, or did you just recently pre-order?
No. They won't pre-order the DeLorean, the first
Okay.
one, yes.
That's
And
what I thought.
Braden, it's 2, Braden. God, Braden. Damn.
Is he causing?
Yeah, I mean, like, I could get a third, but I'm not gonna get greedy here. I mean, I'm just gonna get 2,
No.
and that's it, man.
We won't have the funds because we're gonna get beat up with all the other vehicles from Star Wars. What about that BART
Exactly.
speeder with the sidecar? That shit's $600.
Yeah, $600. Dear God, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I couldn't even army build that because it sold out so quickly. It sold out so quickly, man. Within the 4 or 6 months, I only got the original 2-car seater,
Okay.
and then Apo. Those are the only 2. Those are the only 2 I picked up.
Yeah, I pre-ordered both. I didn't want to chase those. There's just no. I didn't want to play games with that. Those vehicles. I didn't want to. And then I expect the ATRT to go into low inventory probably 3 months, maybe. That's gonna. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I will once it starts to show low batch. I know it will.
Yeah, it's still part of the plan. You see, the 4 to 6 month plan. So it's still within that plan. I think I brought it up the yesterday's stream. Y'all pay attention. Pay attention
Yeah.
to your months here. You set up your schedules. If you're tight on money right now, tight on figures, just make sure you know when to strike. When the pod's getting hot here, the kitchen's getting hot because it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow, guys.
Yeah. Seriously. No, seriously. And then we don't have. So we know the Chrome Mando. I'm really curious to see what that looks like. The photos aren't up yet. Are you off tomorrow? Are you streaming tomorrow?
Tomorrow as in Wednesday, today?
Today. Oh yeah, shit, it is Wednesday. Yeah, so you do the Wednesday streams, don't you?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up till I'm probably gonna start a stream like around 3 and then be up all the way till maybe 8 10 o'clock at night, probably. Yeah. So I'll do a long stream today. I'm gonna do a very long stream because I don't know if because here's the thing. My computer got freaking whacked by by one of Dell's maintenance guys came in. He fixed the space bar I had problems with. He fixed that, but broke the battery. So they're sending me a box to send it to the actual Dell company and fix it. To fix the battery, he freaking fried. So I won't be having a computer anymore at this point. So I'm gonna try and use up the computer as long as I can.
Yeah.
We're moving over to the phone aspects. So that's why I came on today because I'm like, yo, I gotta show my face for a bit before I have to use the damn phone now. And because my computer, it won't be back till like January 10th or something. Because now we're going to holidays again, and then Dell's gonna take their time to fix it. It's gonna suck, man. Damn it! Do not when you get your computer right. Broken or what have you, or is there something wrong with it? Just send it in. Don't have them send some Joe Smo from around the corner to fix it. Because this guy didn't have no experience. He didn't even know how to deal with Alienware products. He's like, damn, what is this? Alienware? Like, I only fixed 2 of these. You fixed 2 of these or you broke 2 of these? Because you broke you broke mine. Whatever. God.
That's insane though. That's you use a PC though. I see. I use an iMac. I have to use an iMac for editing. I don't use anything.
No, I have an iMac too for editing.
Okay, you gotta use an iMac for editing. Yeah.
I might bring the iMac over to do the streams. Maybe we'll see what happens. But I only just use that for editing. It's an older beast. It's from
it just works better for editing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I keep checking though on it, and I mean, as far as the DeLorean on Sideshow. And I got something. Why is it doing that? There you go. So
yeah, it's still a 6. I checked.
It's still at 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still at 6. So I'm not too worried about it for now. But I was trying to suggest, I go, without causing panic and fear, I go, this photo only came out 3 or 4 hours ago. When the East Coast wakes up, right? What's that going to do? Because most collectors typically wait
Last
till
minute.
last minute, till the pre-order drops or whatever. And then this photo, the one that was shown to us, dude, it's better than the prototype. And I'm like, oh shit,
Hmm
they made it better. Well, I'm not
You,
missing out on this.
Danoby, you're right because there's collectors out there that wait for the final announcement, and
Mhm.
if that's what dictates whether or not they're going to pre-order or
Yep.
not, because the prototype could look trash, they
Yep.
won't pre-order. If the prototype looks great, they'll probably pre-order, but they'll be skeptical about the final product. But this is a different story here. This is
I
right
did. I
here.
did for the
Yeah.
I told everybody early in the stream, I go, I did it for the Ecto-1. I did not pre-order the Ecto-1 until it was released in Hong Kong. Then I quickly ran the sideshow and I pre-ordered it. So I waited till the very end. Most collectors will typically do that. So this photo shows a new and improved Mark II. So it creates that FOMO, especially now, because remember, the game is afoot now.
Yep.
Hot Toys has given them a release date. That's never happened before. Oh, you mean it's going to be released in about a week? Oh shit. Starting to get hot in the kitchen now, right? You start that so we got to check. So tomorrow we'll check up on this because it could change. I mean, how fast did the C3PO go from like low inventory to, I mean, that was fast, wasn't it? I'm like,
within a few hours. I was there,
I was,
Dan. I was there
yeah,
3,000 years ago. I was watching like you know that meme where Matthew McConaughey is with the smoking a joint as he's looking at the phone. That was me right there.
yeah.
He was watching the phone as everything went bonkers. That was good because I already had things pre-ordered because I told people like, hey, 4 to 6 months. I practice what I preach.
Yeah.
So you guys need to practice practice these tips and tricks because
Yeah.
if you guys don't catch on, you're gonna be missing out on a C3PO that might not come out in like if you're everybody's saying goldenrod. Like, yeah, I'll probably get goldenrod, but we can't wait for Hot Toys to promise a goldenrod. We probably won't get goldenrod till New Hope at
We
this
don't
point.
know. Yeah, you're right. It could be years, right? And then the placeholder is what the shitty based sideshow C3PO
Mhm.
that they probably use lead based paint to they I wouldn't have that as a play.
No. I've been telling people if you need goldenrod, just get yourself my boy Midas from Hot Toys, Iron Man Midas. That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's perfectly cheaper right there. There you go. Just go for that. Come on.
Yeah.
I've been telling people.
Yeah.
But
That's
but dude,
yeah, this is glorious. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, this is big news. It's an improved photo. They've given the community a date. Like I said, Pacific. What I mean, I know you're in the East Coast, but most East Coast collectors, it was what by midnight. I think is when they announced it. I want to say their time because let me see when Anthony found out and 10 o'clock his time. It was like 1 in the morning
let me see.
already
Let me
in the East
see.
Coast.
But most people are already asleep by then.
They're already
So
asleep. That's what I'm saying. So a majority, I feel, a majority of the hot toy collectors are on the East Coast, right? You know, granted, they are probably in a deep freeze or buried in the snow right now, but
1:54 a.m.
yeah,
So let me see. So it was 1:54 a.m. my
yeah,
time when they dropped the news, I think. Because you sent me the message at 1:54 a.m.
yeah. I sent it to you. I sent it to you the minute I found out, like within 15 minutes. Yeah,
Okay, so it was around 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. or something
yeah.
like that. So
See?
yeah,
So so tomorrow, keep an eye on this shit for real. This could change because a lot of us already believe, Nate, that the allotted shipment for Sideshow is already on in the ocean. It's hell, it could be docking in a few days for all we know. So
it could people could be getting these within the week when this release.
yeah,
Because
so
Sideshow's been up in their game with getting these released within the week. So
we'll see. We'll definitely see. So I'm gonna cut the stream, guys, folks. I'm getting tired. I will come back because I'm off, Nate. I'm off this whole week. I'm supposed to be building freaking module cases. You know how that story went.
oh, they got in?
No, I didn't get shit.
Oh, damn. I got excited.
No.
Did they fix it? Did they help you?
No, man. He told me he's working on it with the T800 robots and machines some shit. There's some robotic arms or something. So, yep. Oh, about future. I'm wrapping up. I'm tired though, but I'll be back. I'm off. I'm gonna work on a review tomorrow, and then Nate,
Oh.
just send me an invite tomorrow because
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk about the Chrome Mando. I'm really curious about that.
Danoby,
And
quick thing before you go. Boba Fett from Book of Boba Fett had a similar situation like C-3PO. It hit blue screen, and it still had you still had 6 to order before the blue screen. It would literally happen within a day, and it's gone. It's gone. The Book of Boba Fett. It's waitlisted.
Yeah.
So this can happen the same way. This can
it
happen
could.
the same way.
I would not be surprised. I honestly would not be surprised because that teaser photo is a work of art. I mean, it looks badass. And again, we may have to, I hate using the fear tactic, but you may have to kind of stress it out. Look, folks, this shit's coming inbound hot. It's coming in fast. It's coming in 90 days early. So heed the warning, because the minute this sells out on SciShow, you know Big Bad Toy Store is going to mark up theirs.
Oh. The markup is going to be so good, man.
Yeah, you know Big Bad Toy Store, they're all about that secondary market now. So
Yep.
yes, thank you, Paul Moses. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm telling you, man, I was what do we got here? What do we got? Yeah, don't miss out on the DeLorean. Don't come crying to me, folks.
All right, then. You'll see no mercy from me.
Don't come asking me for mercy. You're not getting it from me.
Oh, shoot.
Here we
Wow.
Steve. What do you know of my pain? Let us explore it together. Each man hides a secret pain. It must be exposed and reckoned with. It must be dragged from the darkness and forced into the light. Share your pain. Share your pain with me. And gain